Hey everyone, welcome back to Code of the Row. This is going to be part 2 of our side-scroller series in Ascent Combat Framework using Unreal Engine 5. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to change your character into a Synty character. And let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to head over to the link that I pasted below in order to open this Google Drive brought to you by TCMape, which is an IK retargeter. And I'm going to just download this UE5 syntyrig.rar and extract it. And once you're in the project, I'm just going to right-click on Content, click Migrate everything over to the content folder of the project I'm working on. So this is my SideScroller project. Make sure you're in the content, hit select folder, and I'll just hit apply to all and hit yes. And just know that you can do this method for any character. It's not just specific to Synty. You can simply create an IK retargeter and just do the same method I'm doing, or just make animation blend spaces for the character specifically. And I have tutorials on that on my channel if you'd like to check those out. And now you'll be presented with a Synty folder that has your skeleton and your ABP and your IK retargeter and so on. Personally, I'll be adding the Dark Fantasy pack, but if you just want to get free assets from Synty, you can use my affiliate link in the description below. And you can scroll down through free assets. They do have quite a lot of variety. I recommend maybe the Santa character or the starter pack for this tutorial if you're getting your hands into ACF or Unreal Engine. They do have free characters, weapons, flags, masks, Easter eggs, pumpkins, water guns, so on. So I'll just go ahead and migrate this Dark Fantasy into my side scroller, like so. And now to test this out, I'll just head over to my ACF Ultimate Player character. You can do this with the full sample. Go to my ACF Ultimate Player UE4. And now I'll click on the skeletal mesh under my mesh component and change it to a Synty one. So I'll head over to my Polygon Dark Fantasy, go to Models, Characters, and for these mesh, I'm actually going to just click on all of them, right click, and assign the skeleton of that SK underscore polygon, or look for polygon underscore unreal. That's Synty Made provided with us. So just hit this, hit accept, click OK if anything pops up, and then paste that name in again and keep doing it for every single one, like so. And I'll get back to you as soon as this is done. So now that's done, I'm going to head over back to my ultimate character, change the skeletal mesh to something like this. Let's do the Dark Lord character. And I'll select this Dark Lord, and you'll see that in my viewport, so my bones will look really funny. And that's because we're not utilizing the IK retargeter that was given to us. So I'm going to change this anim class to something like that ABP underscore Synty. And if you're using the Dark Fantasy, you'll see that there's two skeletal mesh assets. Just use the other one that does work. So this one is appropriate. And then I'll just hit compile and save. And now you'll see that when I hit play, my character is working just fine. Like so, I can hold the weapons in my hand. And of course, the weapons will be a bit out of socket. So let's go ahead and fix that. And in order to do that, I just need to head over to my skeleton, the one that's being retargeted to. So I'm going to go back to my ACF Ultimate Player UE4. Head over to my mesh, open up that SKM Manny, open up the ACF UE5 Manny, and now you'll see that in my bone, when I look for the socket SH or single hand weapon, I can move it accordingly to the bone and where my character's hand is. So I just kind of wanted to look accurate to Synty characters because this whole project will only be using Synty. So that looks good. And then I'll look for the hand L and look for this left socket. So I'm going to go up to where it says hand underscore L, look for left hand or left weapon. And then I can move this accordingly. Maybe I'll point it up a little, like so. I'll bring this out a tiny bit. Puts more in his hand, and this looks good to me. And if you want to know what weapon or what socket your weapons are using, or you can create new ones by just right-clicking anything and creating add socket. But in order to adjust where the weapons are being used, you can go up to Content, Full Sample, Blueprints, Items, Weapons, and you can open up your ACF Left Sword and your ACF Sword BP. So when I open up my ACF Sword BP, scroll down until you see the ACF. So scroll down until you see ACF like this, and we'll open up the item info, and then we'll open up the weapon, and you'll see on body socket name is this SH sword equip. So this means, for example, when it's not actually in our hand, when it's like on our back, and then in hand socket name is when we're actually wielding the weapon to use it. It's going to be single hand weapon, and you can check this for any weapon throughout. And you'll have to adjust this for the bows, for the swords, every weapon that comes by. But for example, if you're using the same sword socket, then yeah, you can pretty much use it for all your swords. Maybe not a two-handed sword. You'll have to change your poses or your animations and stuff for that, but we'll go over that later. And yeah, that's pretty much how you set up a Synty character and make it look like it's using proper sockets and so on with whatever weapon you're using. And that's it for today's tutorial. Thanks for watching Code of the Row. Like, subscribe, comment below what you want to see next, and I'll see you in the next video. This is a Patreon series, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button and support me on Patreon if you like what I'm doing. Thanks for watching.